Does fear of plagiarizing hold you back from creating? You're not alone. In fact, for many years, I've held back from writing or content creation, primarily because I didn't want somebody to think that I was copying somebody else. And it's especially important today because there's artificial intelligence that scans looking for plagiarism. And none of us want to be guilty of that. But if it's holding you back, you might appreciate some of the things that I've been able to meditate on recently here. For one thing, Adam Neely, who's a YouTube content creator, put some real time and effort into a video that I think everybody should watch, especially if you're involved in content creation. His video is called The Grotesque Legacy of Music as Property. And what he's primarily talking about here is the fact that people get sued, musicians get sued because the melody sounds familiar. And he does a much better job than I can of dissecting why that is a gross abuse of power and why it's a threat to creativity. In fact, it's possible that the reason so much music sounds so unappealing today is because composers are having to work around real melodies for fear that they end up sounding like somebody else. And Adam articulates it well. If there's only 12 tones in Western music, there's a great likelihood that a catchy melody is going to remind you of another catchy melody. Don't let the fear of plagiarizing prevent you from creating content. If you're a writer, go ahead and write. If you're a YouTuber, go ahead and create content. If you're a musician, by all means, continue to make music. And don't claim to be the source of it. Now, I know that's complicated, and in order to monetize your music, in order to sell your blog, you may end up in a confrontation situation here. But personally, the way I'm handling it is I'm not taking credit for anything. Anything I say or share does not come from me. Why? Because it's all been said before. It all has. I think that's in the Bible, that there's nothing new under the sun. So if you get some brilliant idea that sounds new to you, the very great likelihood is that somebody else said it and somebody else said it. Now, over the years, I've tried to give credit to the source of the little pithy quotes that I've collected. And one of the challenges I've run into, and perhaps some of you can relate to this, is you'll find somebody that said it and you'll attribute the quote to them. Then you find out later that it didn't come from them. I think even Mark Twain quoted from other people. So when we give credit, we're never able to know for sure who the source of that information was. And if it's true, and it rings true, then chances are some thinking person has already made that observation. So if you're a writer, try to give credit to your sources, make it an effort, but mainly don't take credit as if you're the origin. It's not your material. You're merely presenting it to your audience. And that's certainly the way I'm going to go forward, is that I don't own any of this stuff. And you probably will be able to tell me who said it first. In fact, if it's you, if you're the originator of some quote that I present, please let me know. I'll give you credit. But chances are that even though you said it before I did, somebody said it before you did. So here's the thing. We have to go ahead and create. We cannot allow this fear of plagiarizing to stall us out. So if you've got a song inside you, go ahead and sing it. Sing it in your voice, in your style. If you've got a blog post that you want to put up, go ahead and write it. Write it as well as you can. Now you can run a artificial intelligence plagiarism scan. You can see if it comes out as authentic or original. And that's probably a good idea to do. But the main thing is, don't let the fear of being told that what you're saying is not new prevent you from sharing your content.